Hey, thanks for joining me. So I've been digging through my books trying to decide what the hell to do next. And, these things keep coming up. I'm doing all the series in numerical order, and I'm trying to decide which ones am I going to do next. And I just was spreading these out, looking at these covers, just going back in my mind about how fun these stories are. The art, the coloring, the stories, and some of them are so much more interesting than some of the other comics out there. It's just such a fun, exciting time. And, I can't wait to get into these. And wait,
Hey Rob,
Johnny.
let's look at Youngblood.
Oh my God.
That'll put a damper in your day.
That'll ruin everything. I mean, I guess the coloring's cool.
And he's pulling a He-Man.
He's pulling how's a He-Man?
He-Man punches the camera.
Oh, you're right. Okay. All right. Well, ruiner of things. We'll set those good books aside and look at Youngblood number 7. I guess it's time. You know that this is an homage to issue of Fantastic Four. This is the Thing.
Oh, yeah?
Where he's balling up his fist. Except this one looks like shit.
Ball up the fist.
Yep.
Reach way back and assert yourself.
And assert yourself. That looks like fun. The coloring, I'm legitimately serious when I say the coloring looks good. Like, it's fine, right? Youngblood.
It's definitely fine.
It's definitely fine. Johnny, Youngblood issue 7. Can you tell me the story leading up to this?
Well, there's a team.
There is a team.
There's a leader with a bow and arrow.
There is.
There's a big rock guy.
It's truth.
And that's the story.
That's it. Well, apparently in the effort to make some story and some character development, Liefeld decided to have Shaft have body image issues.
Oh, yeah.
He's worried about becoming a fatty.
Mm-hmm.
So is this real life or a dream? All right, spoilers. This is a dream. But he's staring at a fridge.
It's my dream to have that fridge.
I want this fridge. It's as big as a fucking semi-truck trailer.
You fit a whole hoagie, or like a 6-footer.
Yeah, I know. It's the world's biggest hoagie. What does he? It says Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey. I mean, so Liefeld's putting in some details, right? He drew some hot dogs and sandwiches and probably pot brownies.
I like these. Where's your stick? I like these. This 6-pack of whatever. That's like the worst drawn 6-pack ever. Like they're stretched away from each other.
Yeah. Well, we're asking a lot of Mr. Liefeld, but yeah, Shaft standing here in his underwear. In his dreams, he has no fingers. He's got stumps.
That would make sense. Like everything in Rob Liefeld's world that he draws is a dream, and that explains the inconsistencies and the weirdness because your brain is just making stuff.
It's all just a dream. It's the dream of the kid who drank the magic potion and became Badrock, but in real life he actually got poisoned and he's lying on the ground dying slowly, and as his brain dies, he imagined Youngblood.
Oh, nice.
There we go. So yeah, there it is. Shaft with this, like, I look at that hairdo and it's like, that's what Shatterstar's hair looked like in that issue of X-Force where he took off his little football helmet thing. Mm-hmm. And it was like this kind of, with the football helmet on, his hair was kind of like wavy, curly little things, but he took it off and suddenly he had like a buzz cut. That's what he looked like.
Didn't Shatterstar have long hair?
Yeah, but somehow, well, he had a ponytail and braids, but then it's like a mullet. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, John. It's a dream.
We're asking a lot of Rob Liefeld.
So then Fatty Shaft.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be his tongue?
That is the thinnest fucking tongue. It looks like a Laffy Taffy.
It does.
Or something like that.
And then look, so now he's a big chunky monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the character development. Look, he's a fat ass. And wouldn't that be great if that's what Shaft actually was like? He's like, I don't need to run around. I'm such a good shot. I can just shoot everything. I don't need to be in shape.
And I think you said it, and on mine I've talked about, you use the phrase backgrounds be damned.
Backgrounds be damned.
But at least here this makes sense in a dream sequence.
Right.
You don't need it, but I'm sure it doesn't get much better. I don't mind the look on that face.
Yeah, there's some, the expressions there.
Yeah.
Went for heavily shadowed double lighting on the underside of the chin. Sure.
He should have made him look like the Blob, how he drew the Blob in the
that gravity hogging, salad dodging, balloon bellied, king size blubber biscuit.
And sitting in a chair dreaming.
Speaking of blubber biscuits,
She's giving him a handy.
She is. And he's like, and he just busted.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Jesus. She's like, God, you didn't warn me. There's rules to this stuff. If I'm going to tug you off, you warn me before you go, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with the results of it. But you just be happy either way. So they're like, God damn, get off me and go get a towel. I'll be in the bathroom. And she's like, and he's like, he says, get a cab, get out. Which is kind of rude.
Does he? No. Are you saying that?
I'm just making it up. I'm looking at the backgrounds where it's like he'll draw things either like as if you're looking straight down on top of it or put a slight angle on it. Mm-hmm. And he just doesn't know what he's doing. But unfortunately, like we've said before, we could write a better Youngblood comic. Just give us this art. We'll re-script it. Uh-huh. But instead of tugging him off, he was having a dream about being a fatty, and so he's having emotional problems. He's going to go work out on the treadmill. I think our version's better.
Yeah,
just totally. No context. Just some prostitute that he hired to jerk him off, and he just popped one.
No, it looks like it's his cousin or something.
Oh, that's why it's so naughty. Also, Liefeld will never, ever, ever walk 20 feet to his window and look at it, see what an actual mountain looks like. So he just draws like a triangle. Triangle, and that's it. That's a mountain. I guess it's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
at least you can identify it as a mountain,
basically. And skiers, I mean, I guess it reads as a ski lift. It's fine.
Yeah.
The colors are really going out of their way to.
I got to do something about this.
Right.
The color is like I gotta have a job after this. Like.
He's selling it. He's putting in the effort and the work. And then, oh, look, we get spread leg crotch shot of Badrock. Wahoo.
How does he get up the mountain? Like
he walks.
He must get like dropped off by a helicopter.
That'd be awesome.
Like I don't know if he could fit on a ski lift or if it would lift his ass.
No, definitely not. That's actually really funny. So maybe it's just like the Hulk and he can jump up there.
Oh, yeah. And put like fucking surfboards on his face.
Yeah, that's what those are. You know, the thing I've mentioned this about stupid Badrock. Everyone thinks he's like the greatest character in Youngblood. Okay, why? It's like, well, because he's a kid. Like, this guy does not act like a kid. He acts like an immature adult, but he doesn't act like a kid.
Okay, question. Who is the best character in Youngblood?
Badrock.
Fucking hate you.
I'm just saying. But he's still terrible. In the Liefeld era. I mean, who would you say? How about Vogue? Do you know what her character traits are?
She's a woman.
She's a Russian gymnast.
Oh.
The end. And later on, she fucks Die Hard. I actually pointed that out in one of the previous issues. I was making a joke about how Die Hard probably has a detachable cock.
Oh, yeah.
That, like, has different attachments, like vibrating parts and stuff. And so that's why she hooks up with them. She's like, your face may look like hamburger, but it all feels the same in the dark. Yeah. So, right?
A cooked piece of hamburger.
A cooked piece of hamburger. So anyway, Badrock's, he's skiing. So Shaft is having bad dreams about being a tubby and then getting jerked off by prostitutes. And Badrock is skiing. This is character development. Mm-hmm. So he's just zipping down the mountain because he can ski.
Is he, like, narrating to himself?
He is. Well, no, it's not his thoughts. It's just generic text boxes.
Because you need those.
You do.
Because you need this page.
We do need. This is very important. They could have put all these words on the other page and then just ended here.
Yeah.
This is why you don't get character development, because they waste time on bullshit art. And if it was like Dale Keown or Mark Silvestri, I'm kind of fine with it.
Right.
When it's Rob Liefeld, I'm kind of like...
Less fine?
Less fine with it. So he skis into town. Probably, it would be great if he like plowed over these kids right here.
There's bam! Or like he did it up here. There's a smear of red blood.
There's like a splatter explode, and he's like,
"That's what they should have done here." Wahoo! And he's going down, and like we draw in some like kids down here.
Oh my god!
And then the text box is like, "I could stop, but why should I?"
Why should I?
And then you're like, "Ah!"
He's like, "Get the fuck out of the way!" And they're like, "What?" Bam, bam, bam! And they splattered him. And these like two like pothead like teenagers like, "Dude, can we get your autograph?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to sign it in the blood of my victims."
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm not joking when I say you and I would write a better Youngblood comic.
I mean, anybody
could. My 12-year-old could goddamn write a better Youngblood comic. But people revere these as the best ones. He put in story. Okay, we're going to just ignore this for just a minute. We will get to it.
Yes.
Because there's so much to be said. But he's signing. Now, where did he get this fucking pen that's the size of like... It's like the size of like a cardboard tube from like a roll of paper towels. Mm-hmm. That's not the size of a fucking pen. When he is this big, and then these kids, he should have this little tiny... It should be like if I'm holding a toothpick. Right?
You're right.
And that would be fucking hilarious. And have this notepad be the size of like a stamp.
And that would be more character development. Like, the shit he has to do because he's such a big monster.
These giant hands holding a little toothpick, and he's signing this thing, and they're like, do you know that you smell like shit? And he's like, I know, I'm too big. I can't fit in a shower or something. And then you got Youngblood headquarters. And so it cuts to... You asked who was the best Youngblood character. It's arguably because they're all nobodies. Mm-hmm. I know who's the worst.
Troll?
Troll. I fucking hate Troll. He's so stupid. And he's singing this song. I don't know who originated the song, but I've heard versions of it. Stormy Weathers. Yeah. Stormy Weather. Mm-hmm. Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy Weather. Why Liefeld thought this was great.
Why do you get to sing?
Because it's my channel, and I can sing whenever I want. And then...
Unsubscribe.
Resubscribe, and then unsubscribe again. So he's like 3 feet tall. We're going to put him in the shower with a bar of soap and cover up his fucking little troll balls.
Well, I mean, he's done that same kind of thing with, like, women characters, making them all sexy. So...
Yeah, but...
So... Let me finish. So, to make it, like, equal for everyone, he's going to put a male in it. But he's going to put the stumpiest little fucking troll of a character.
I guess. It's just, like, I can see what he's going for. He's trying to be funny. Mm-hmm. I don't think he has the ability. This, to me, is stupid and embarrassing.
It is funny to look at the art and anatomy.
It is. But it's funny and not the way he intended. Mm. You know what would make this funny? If he had a huge cock.
Oh, yeah.
And that's...
And you don't even have to draw it. Just put all these bubbles down to here.
Just extend the bubbles to the ground, and because they got all foamy. And he's clearly focusing on soaping up his dick. Because he just sat there and he just probably blew one out. So that's 2 times people were like busting nuts in this comic. Yep. He was probably watching Shaft.
And this is factual.
Right? And so he's in the shower scrubbing it, but he's only focusing on his fucking nuts. Again, I get what he's probably going for. You know what's even more hilarious is like whenever Liefeld has to draw backgrounds, because he can't, he'll just throw in brick patterns. And so now it's shower brick patterns. But you color them blue, and it's like, oh, it's in a shower.
I mean, that kind of works more so than other times.
Yes.
But
I've seen showers with like tile patterns, but it's... His name is Bartholomew J. Troll.
Of course it is.
J means jerk off. And then he gets out of the shower, and then, I swear to God, not Cable is watching him in the shower, so he's probably been jerking off to him.
Yeah. There's 3.
You got 3 nut busts in one comic already. And then we move on to the second worst character. Nightsaber.
Not Shatterstar.
Not Gambit is what I think it's supposed to be. But this now, all these text boxes are just like random voices. Like it's not him and his inner thoughts. These are his inner thoughts. And so they trying to put some like dialect into his thoughts and his speech patterns. And it's so bad. He's like now this is certainly, but certainly is spelled CERT''ly. So it's certainly something we never add back in Melbourne. Add instead of had.
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess what Damon always said was true. I should be speaking an Australian accent. Real life ain't good enough for the Americans. They gotta go and create more stuff from scratch. Fine by me. I never bought into any of that modern life is rubbish crap myself. Kind of funny, innit? In it. Before I hooked up with Youngblood, before I took on a name Nightsaber, all me training was done on the streets.
Prostitution.
Right. I earned my keep on the streets by sucking dick in back alleys. So and I'm sorry. I get that everyone loves to do it. I'm sick of all the X-Men in the holodeck.
Oh yeah.
The danger room shit. Everyone's in a training room all the time, everywhere.
Yeah.
I was going through an issue of Dragon recently, and where like the Freak Force characters were first getting together.
Oh, yeah.
They're just fighting in the back alley.
Yeah.
They're not in a fucking holodeck. This is so stupid. I'm so sick of this. Like, we got to have like robotic things in a room to train against. Like, can we come up with something different?
Yeah. For sure.
And not have this dialogue. All me training was done on the streets. Back then, fighting was part and parcel of surviving. I could absorb the anger and aggression of those around me and harness it in concentrated energy blasts. Lucky for me, though, I had an advantage over the other wankers trying to make it. Sort of put me a cut above the rest. Not that I wasn't a pretty formidable SOB already. All things considered, this kind of workout's a walk in the park. A brisk one, perhaps, but a walk nonetheless.
God, this sucks.
God, this is stupid. They're just trying to demonstrate that, one, Liefeld wants to draw guys fighting, faceless, nameless nobodies, and then characterization because he's a badass.
Yeah, because he grew up on the streets or whatever, and he has an accent.
Bloody amazing all the money the U.S. government throws round.
Like, you should say all this and then say, like, something like, and I like ponies or something.
Right, I like to ride little ponies on my free time, or kangaroos or something, because I'm Australian. So then, Shaft, he got done busting nuts, so he's up there in the control room of the holodeck, and he's like, hey, Die Hard's team is down in Nevada, and the party responsible still at large. It says, little asterisk, go look at some issue. See how they fucking screwed up the coloring, how it's down there. See Team Youngblood number 10. Good job, guys. He's like, we got to go save him. We got to go bring him in. So he's like, right on, mate. I've been itching for some real action. So then Shaft bends over and says, I'll give you some action right here.
My God.
Look at him, just ready.
Oh, my God.
He is ready for love. He's like, bring your power staff. And he's right there. He's like, I've never been more excited. So potentially 4 nuts busting, or 5.
We lost count.
We did. There's just too many nuts busting all over the place. Like, what's his name? Nightsaber cannot get up here and play with Shaft.
Nightsaber, Shaft.
I know.
It writes itself.
This is Top Gun level homoerotic humor. Oh, and so Badrock, I guess he's been done murdering children, so he's back up on the mountain.
It's red. Is that red?
It is. No. It's the bottom of his skis are covered in the blood of the souls of the children. Ramps off it, and then he gets shot, I guess.
Yeah.
Zrak. Falls down, and then we got to waste all this space on these giant images. This entire thing could have been 1 page and not lost any dramatic effect.
For sure.
Badrock. The bottom of his jaw looks like a fucking World War II helmet.
Yeah. Like, what would he look like in a live action?
Oh my God, I can't even imagine. Who is it, John?
Oh, it's this classic character.
Oh, yeah.
It's Kill Badrock.
Kill Badrock. Badrock. And he's like, oh, geez, not Overkill. Not now. Asterisk. For the full story on Overkill's reappearance, check out Spawn number 23 on sale now.
Oh, that's Overtkill?
Overtkill.
So he's Badrock now. He was Bedrock, right?
Yes. Hanna-Barbera threatened lawsuit for using the word bedrock.
Isn't that like a real...
who knows?
Like, thing that exists? So... When did it just like change randomly, or did he be like, call me Badrock now?
To my recollection, there was never like a time when he expressed verbally the character, it's going to change. It just did. We're like, oh, all right. Leg muscle anatomy.
That looks pretty good to me.
It looks very realistic.
I mean, he's an Overtkill, so...
Yeah, that's fair. And I'm not one to, like, you have to have flawless anatomy.
I mean,
not
look at that
at
shit,
all.
though,
but
man.
it's just shapes and then more lines to make more shapes that are, like, cylindrical. That's the closest to human anatomy that we can get.
Yeah.
And then you just crop it out so you don't have to draw the other hand. So he comes flying up with his little rocket boots, and he's going to teabag Badrock here, something like that. And then some guy.
Oh, he missed one.
Oh, right.
He's like, ha, you didn't get me. Oh, shit.
You murdered all my friends. So Overtkill sees it. So now Badrock's got to jump up and do something.
Is he still upside down?
Yeah.
Get up.
Well, he does. Now, Overtkill's distracted, so he's balling up that fist. He's going to pull, the cover. He's going to slug him.
Mm-hmm.
Kapow! All right, well, we got to flip it over. I mean, it's a lot of energy and movement and action, and I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Ka-smack. They love this ka-smack. I've seen this more than once. Ka-smack. That, I mean... I think that's the worst choice for a sound effect. Ka-smack. Oh, yeah. It should be kapoof or something. I don't...
Ka-splat.
Right. It should be Stephen Platt.
Yeah.
Just have his name be a fucking sound effect.
If Stephen Platt did this, he could just put splat and
yeah,
hey, I signed it.
It's a sound effect. It's my signature. It's okay. We got to keep it over. Badrock's got to keep coming after him. I was actually having this conversation on my live stream just before you came over where, do I like thought balloons? I do not.
I tried it in my last issue that I did just to try it.
Yeah.
I might do it again because I only did it for like one part, but just to like, I don't know, just to do it.
Right.
But yeah, I tend to not put them in like that.
Yeah. Too. This is all fine. Again, it's a big waste of space in terms of character development opportunities, but we got to have big, giant double-page spreads of people punching people.
Is that a punch?
I mean...
That one in the middle?
It's a crack. Look at Badrock's face. Suddenly it gets really angular, and his brow sticks up, and his bowl mouth sticks out, and... It's just the stupidest design. I fucking hate it, actually.
Maybe if he got angry, like... He should get more jagged and like monstrous.
Oh, his body like alters and gets like aggressive looking.
Mm-hmm. That would be characterization.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to keep it in.
Yeah. And he's standing there, and then bad guy got to do stock Liefeld face screamy shot. Shoots lasers at him, hits him. I guess it was pretty intense.
Not enough.
This is a lot of nothing going on. I mean, a fight, a character on vacation getting attacked by a bad guy, that's all fine. But we're like 10 pages of this shit, and we're not learning anything. And you want to talk about waste of space?
Oh, I saw this.
You saw it. So, angry Badrock face. So, angry Badrock face, angry Badrock face. And then, same angry Badrock face. It gets a little bit more intense, like less so, more so, more so. Now you've made me Joe mad. It's all fine. You should have ended it right there. The end.
Right.
No, we got to have another one of these. Let's rock Dirtbag.
See, if he did get more like angry and angular and scary, that would be a cool
This would
end.
be a good end. Like have his body like cracking and spiky and rumbly and vibrating and falling apart. I'm like, oh, all right. I like the coloring. I don't know. It's bright day.
Oh yeah.
And then suddenly the sun went down, and then he lit a fire underneath his nutsack to double light him.
Maybe he busted one, and that's what it comes out
His
like.
jizz is lava.
Oh my god.
Oh, lava jizz. That's the name of the book.
Ah.
Trademark, copyright, Rob Norton, John Norton. Issue 1 of Lava Jizz coming next year. And then, so now you got to go to Team Youngblood number 11 to see the end of this story.
Oh, Jesus.
Which I'm pretty sure I've got. I think I've got.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done. Join us back here in 1 month. Yeah. When blah, 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 blah. Shaft and his team leads their team into a baptism of fire. More action, more fun, more bravo. That's the name of one of the characters. Miss it at your own risk, John.
I will risk it.
And then, oh, wait.
Oh, shit. It's
right.
not over.
It's not over. We got to keep it sideways. Epilogue.
Oh, my God. What's wrong with that?
Oh, my God. Washington, D.C., an apartment home of Special Agent Bruce Stinson. That's his name? I didn't know Chapel's name was Bruce Stinson.
Yeah.
That's stupid. I ain't got to take this no more. My days of playing the patsy for the god's-forsaken government are over. I'll be goddamned if I'll be shepherded into those Bloodstrike zombies anymore. Asterisk. See Bloodstrike numbers 7 through 10 for the full scoop. Bunch of weird shapes on his back, not attached to him in any way, shape, or form. And then there's like double the amount back there of random nothings.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to, I think it's time to exercise some of my world-famous generosity and started to give a little, starting with my good buddy Al Simid's next issue, Spawn. But I'm pretty sure...
You can't say enough said.
Enough said, yeah.
Fuck you.
That's some ripping off of Stanley's shit. I'm pretty sure they don't resolve this thing into issue 10. This is 7. So Spawn, next issue Spawn, I guarantee you he's in one page.
Yeah, like at the end or something.
Right. That's such a fucking lie. I swear to God, Liefeld just makes these up as he goes. He's like, I'm just going to do this. I'm just doing this.
Right.
He had so much money, he built a Youngblood like battle vehicle. That'd be funny if it's still in his garage today. So I can't let it go. Anyway, there's an interesting looking Badrock because Jason Pearson drew it, and he's an amazing art. Well, he was.
Way to bring us down.
I know.
We were having such a good time
with
this comic.
Youngblood 7. Widely considered to be in the run of the best Youngblood comics ever made by Liefeld, and is still garbage.
Garbage.
It's just the worst.
It is the worst.
I hate it.
I hate it.
We should be done, I guess.
We should be done.
All right. All right. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Yeah.